Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans, and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm ElliJare, and on behalf of Jay Tilly, welcome, baby, coming off of the heels of a knockdown, bang out, awesome WrestleMania weekend. Thank you to the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, and damn cheese steak sandies. Woo! I had 8 or 9 in a 4-day period, seven or 8 in a 4-day period, and I tell you, man, it was a lot of fun. So Geno's won out over Pat's, and people are gonna feel a certain way. I liked Pat's bread more than Geno's bread, but all in all, the meat, the whiz, the whole bang up event was freaking awesome. And then we had DeGrazi's, which was freaking off the hook, which I think, if I may have won out of all the cheesesteaks over the weekend. So very cool, great time, and can't say enough great things about the city of Philadelphia. And Jay Tilly and I had an opportunity to go walk the streets and be around the peeps, and everybody and anybody was talking about WrestleMania, and it was everywhere. And you really didn't hear anything negative. And all of the Uber drivers, taxi drivers, all the folks in the restaurants and the stores, we went and checked out a place called Suplex, which I thought was really cool. I don't know what I was expecting, but when I walked in, it wasn't what I was expecting. And it was a 2-story place, and it was definitely a wrestling centric place, and I was expecting maybe a little more retro type thing, and it was sort of a not quite Attitude Era-esque place, real heavy on ECW. There was a cage all along the wall where there were nothing but figures. And there were so many figures that if you didn't know who you were looking for, you would just be like, okay, I'm just going to grab 10 of them. And they were $5 each. And that was pretty cool. There were titles everywhere. Everybody was jam-packed in there. And when you walked in, you were instantly part of the family. So I really enjoyed that, and checked it out, bumped around with everybody else, and really enjoyed that, for what it was, right? And then we went and checked out the Italian market and cheese school. I'm just throwing it out here. They make cheese, or they teach you how to make cheese. I'm just spitballing, may or may not be even true. It was closed when we walked past it. So I thought that was amazing. The whole Italian market, everything down there, just, it was really cool. The veggies and fish and, everything super cool. Thank you again to the city of Philadelphia, the WWE Ring of Honor. We went, checked out the Ring of Honor Super Show, and my guys got totally freaking screwed because, oh man, Ring of Honor, I think we need to have some kind of a court case filed against Wardlow. He came in, wiped out the infantry, and the Kingdom walked out the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So the infantry are my Tag Team Champions in my heart, and look forward to seeing them hold those titles up officially here very, very soon. The Kingdom can't run for very long. Also, congratulations to Billy Starks for coming out the women's Ring of Honor Women's Television Champion. A freaking awesome match. And if you want to see Wrestling Psychology 101, oh man, it was a very, very good match. And the swerve that they get you on is just next level. And there was only one little piece that made me question it. And while you're watching the match, you go ahead and watch it and tell me what you think. If you were like, oh yeah, it's obvious. It's like if you've ever watched Reservoir Dogs and you're sitting there and I'm watching the movie, as it kicks off, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And I could tell who was going to do what, when it was going to happen. And I don't even know why, because I'm not generally like that. So, again, congratulations to her and coming out the victor. And then, Athena, put on a banger of a title match and was able to defeat her nemesis and come out the victor and remain the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. And just a phenomenal match. And I think it such great storytelling because she has never defeated. She's been beaten 2 or 3 times in the past. It's been a couple of years, and then she comes out as the victor and remains the women's world champion. So congratulations to her. Great setting. The whole venue there on the campus there on Temple Arena. I think it's the Aceria LaGuardia Forum or Coliseum or Stadium or whatever. It's where Temple plays their basketball. Really cool statue of Coach Chaney. I thought that was really cool. I remember him taking teams and having just such great energy. Watching his teams compete when they were in the A10, just super cool. Very, very cool venue. You could tell the history that was there. We were 2 rows back from ringside, and it was very, very uncomfortable. And, again, hey, you're sitting up close and you're going to this, that, you're going to, get the full experience. Well, we couldn't even really get the full experience because we were so jammed in there. And so we ended up finding some other seats to sit in that were a little more comfortable, not quite as great of a venue or of a view, but lucked out and got to hang out and sit with the team from Fightful, as well as we were right behind the family of Mr. Briscoe, your Ring of Honor World Champion. So congratulations to him. A just amazing match. The story that was told and the twists and turns that it took us on, the false finishes were freaking next level. And what I really love, like while you're watching the match unfold, there's no hints, there's no indications that they're communicating. You don't see their mouths moving. It's just seamless. The ref did a really good job, and just really, really cool. And then they come up and get his dad. He's over there ringside, and then they bring the whole family into the stadium or into the ring after he wins the title. 11 years to the day that from when his brother won the Ring of Honor World Championship. So congratulations, and the Briscoes are synonymous with Ring of Honor, and as well they should be. So I kudos to him and all the hard work and just the love that you could feel from the family, and they were completely into it. And it was very, very rewarding to be there and see the exchange. So being part of, being able to catch the Ring of Honor Super Show will be something that I will absolutely remember right along there, catching WrestleMania. One of the things during WrestleMania I thought was very funny was that the referee starts counting during the tag team match. And The Rock looks up at the referee, totally takes the referee out of the match and loses all credibility. And he goes, "If you count, you're fired." And I was like, dude, seriously? And, the whole thing is, You try and protect the wrestlers from themselves. You try and protect the fans in and around ringside. You try and keep the fans from coming up over the barrier, getting into the ring, and then you try and protect the credibility of the referee. Because if you lose any one of those things, then it's like, oh, well, it's just a shit show. But, Ring of Honor absolutely delivered. I thought from top to bottom, very, very fun show. The crowd that was there was so alive. And for being a crowd of 5, 6, 7,000 compared to, some of the shows that we've been to, WWE shows, and, that have been larger, the volume that those fans brought was wow. There was absolutely some energy, and you could feel it coming. And again, great job by everyone that participated in the Ring of Honor Super Show. And I cannot wait to see the Infantry as the World Tag Team Champions, which I don't think it will be very long, because I think the Infantry's got the Kingdom's number. So I'm just saying. So all in all, great weekend for wrestling. The city absolutely delivered. And, how a city that is so historic and, logistically, it is what it is. The streets are what the streets are. The hotels are what the hotels are. The situation with, like, the Ubers and the taxis and everything. When you have a stadium that is designed to hold 67,500, I think is what it's designed to hold. And over the weekend, for the 2 nights, there was 146,500 and something, right? So math in public, that's 73,250 people per night. Again, math in public, you've got over 5,000 extra asses and breathers in the stadium. And night one of WrestleMania, I go walking up, and I wasn't drinking at the stadium. Right before the last match, right before Cody and Roman did, yes, I went and grabbed a vodka cranberry, headed back to my seat and got ready because I wanted to take it in and enjoy a little sippy sip. But so go walking up, and they were out of Michelob Ultra. They were out of every single soda, and they were taking your bottle caps off of the water. So now you're walking down, and if you're 2 sheets to the wind, you're going to be spilling your water all over who's ever sitting next to you. So night 2, there was no issues as far as I know. I didn't run into any issues. I just got a couple bottles of water, and Jay Tilly got some soda, like a Starry or whatever it is. It was a non-carbonated drink. He got a bottle of that, and we went and sat down and got after it. It was a lot of fun. So to everyone who was over there in the 100 section, 121, we were right there, 121 row 10, and we were just off to the right of center ring, and just awesome seats. You could see the heat coming out of the heater. You could feel it intermittently whenever the wind would shift. We're like, whoosh, that's cool. The wrestlers, superstars, won't be out there when it's It got night 1, it got down to 41, 42 degrees. Night 2, significantly warmer. And I actually had to take a jacket. I had a jacket and a hoodie and a long sleeve under because I'm a little baby and didn't want to be cold. And Jay Tilly, he just had one hoodie on. He's like, oh, no, it'll be fine. So he gutted it out. Shout out to Jay Tilly, by the way, for everything that he helped us out with to get us hooked up and connected with everyone. Also wanted a quick shout out to the What Culture team. Great seeing you guys face to face and chit chatting with you a few times there. Saw them during the Ring of Honor Super Show. Caught them over at the Lucha Cartel, If you ever go down to Old Town, check it out. Lucha Cartel, great place. They have lucha wrestling playing, and then they have a screen up that they play events at. They have a screen that they show other events at. So that was a lot of fun. We had some awesome tacos. Man, go check it out. Lucha Cartel, thank you so much for hooking it up. Freaking amazing. Very, very cool. And all in all, a really good time. We've got so many new champions, you can't even stand it, right? I'm a huge fan of title changes. And, we've got a new Ring of Honor World Champion. Congratulations to Mr. Briscoe for coming out the victor. And Athena left. Your women's world champion, Billy Starks, departs the area as your women's world TV champion. Such a good match. And the psychology, I tell you, it's so freaking cool. Damian Priest is your new Monday Night Raw WWE, our Monday Night Raw world champion. So he's referred to as the world champion. And we have a new Intercontinental champion, Sami Zayn, walks out the world champion. He'll be a champion for a little while, and then, is he better in the chase? Is he better as a champion? Remains to be seen. And then we saw The Miz and R-Truth, Awesome Truth, come out and become your Raw Tag Team Champions. And then we're followed up by a new NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne, who showed up on Monday Night Raw. Looked like $1 million, and that Pop Rocks is such a freaking cool move. And congratulations to her. For Friday night, you've got Cody, the freaking American Nightmare, as my world champion, undisputed type, one each. Totally dig it. Love the story, and I freaking can't stand it. Very, very cool. Unfortunately, we still have the Maverick as the United States champion. That will continue. There's some funny stories that can be told with who he is and how he is, and he's not a part-timer and blah, blah, blah. But that podcast and the fan draw, along with the Prime sponsorship for the WWE, Cody Rhodes recently signed with Prime as well. And then you have A-Town Down Under as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. There is going to be some work to do on that one. And, Austin Theory as the United States Champion, getting a victory over John Cena a couple years ago. There's some work to do there. And, shout out to the shout out. I hope they, I hope they get it figured out. Kudos to Rhea and that entrance of Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, I thought was awesome on night one. And that was the best entrance of night one. And night two, the entrances were better and better and better. If you get a hot second, go ahead, hop on the interwebs and just Google WrestleMania 40 entrances and then the WrestleMania 40 national anthem. And it was awesome. And thank you so much to the artists that sang that, and the pyro and the WrestleMania sign behind them, red, white, and blue, absolutely amazing. Thought it was super cool. All of the entrances on night two were next level, and they just kept getting better and better and better. And Jay Tilly and I were sitting there like, I was expecting a lot of pyro, and I was like, oh, well, maybe they're just saving it for Cody. And then, boo, 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 boo. All right, now we got some pyro. Match after match. The Drew McIntyre coming out, just awesome. He had all kinds of warriors with him, followed by Seth freaking Rollins, and his Mardi Gras themed entrance was just next level. Great to see Stephanie McMahon out there talk to us about if we were ready or not, and whether that means that she's back in the fold or not. I don't necessarily think that. I think it was a cool story to see her and have a McMahon that is in good standing be part of the event, and really cool to see, and for them to come out and talk about, again, like I said in an earlier edition of the No Shave Man Cave, where you can catch all of some funny chit chat banner between Jay Tilley and I, where we're talking about the triple B's, baby. Bourbon, barbecue, and body slams. Come check us out, No Shave Man Cave, wherever you get all your socials. And, they come out, and it's just so much fun. And the energy was great, and it just kept getting better and better and better. And night 2 absolutely delivered. And if you remember last year, the night 1 was next level. It was phenomenal. And the final, the main event for night 1 being the tag team match was, historic and this, that, and the other. But the energy for night 1 and night 2, it just kept building and building and building. And during Cody versus Roman, and it was a Bloodline Rules match, right? So I was expecting some kind of council. They were going to be sitting up on the stage. And as they were setting up the stage, and it was getting dark, and they're setting up, and it was to set up the orchestra. And I saw the chairs and everything getting set up, and I was like, oh my God, there's going to be the council, and you're going to see Rikishi, and you're going to see some of the other elders of the family, and you were going to get the thumbs up and or thumbs down. And turned out to be the band, and I got myself all in a tizzy. But as the match unfolded, you were like, oh man, they're gonna bust out everything in the kitchen sink. Well, they didn't touch the kitchen sink. I didn't see any sledgehammers. And I thought that would be kind of funny, where if Roman were to do some kind of sledgehammer crashing into a chair or something, you'd be like, oh, like Cody did with Triple H. No, we didn't get any of that. It was a kendo stick, and then out came Jimmy, out came Solo, and next thing you see is John Cena comes out, and you're like, dude, that is freaking awesome. And when the lights went out, I thought, oh, damn. It got so quiet, and it felt like the air was being sucked out of the stadium. And the reason why is because everybody was inhaling so they could scream when the lights came back on and you heard bong. And the dead man, the American Badass, which I'm so glad they brought him out as the American Badass and we didn't bring him out as the Undertaker. But Mark Calloway, the American Badass, freaking choke slams The Rock. And when he hit, it was like the loudest thing in the ring of both nights. And I don't know if they ramped up the mics or they tightened the ring or what. It was awesome. And to hear that was just next level energy. And, then we see the 3 crossroads and, arms go up and, just freaking awesome. And to be part of that crowd, everybody there should be very pleased about their performance, because I think as a crowd, I think we were pretty good. Now, night 2, I talked night 1, I kind of griped about they ran out of some food and drinks and whatever. But night 2, while we were sitting there, going into the second match and for the rest of the night, they had the lights blaring in our face. And we would start chants, turn the lights off. And then someone said, or then the chant got started about, so turn the lights off, get the lights, F the lights, and there was something else. So after every match would end, the lights would go off and the lights would change. So it's no longer blaring, it's like active lights, right? So it's showing it's active as the person that was the victor. It's showing, and then as the next match started, the entrances would start, and you were like, okay, cool, they're not going to bling, ding, 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 and the light, and everyone's like, ah. So I'm getting ready to sit down and check out the WrestleMania replay, and I'll be interested to see if you could hear that turn the lights off thing, because we got pretty loud, and there were some other funny chants that they got going on, and I'll relive some of those here a little bit later. So very cool. Again, thanks for Jay Tilly, everything that he did, all the work behind the scenes to get us to WrestleMania, to Penn's Landing, the Hilton. You guys were great. And, of course, to the city of Philadelphia. You are amazing. And I wish nothing but the best for the city of Philadelphia. As far as the Eagles, I'm afraid I do not wish the best for the Eagles. I hope no one gets hurt during the season. But, I would prefer you not to win the division. But that's that. So, not that the New York Football Giants will be winning the division this year. We've got other things going on, so we'll leave that alone. So, until next time, friends, fam, thanks for checking us out here at the No Shave Man Cave, enjoying the rants and ramblings of yours truly, ElliJare. On behalf of Jay Tilly, thanks for checking us out. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you. Give me that. I'll see you on the floor.